I'm Michael, and this is Wallets Wise, where the dollar talks, the market breathes, and the news comes raw. Let's go. Breathe easy. U.S. tariffs on Chinese EVs and solar tech hit 100% amid rising trade tensions in 2025. See how this affects you. U.S. Money News April 11th. 2025 Money with Michaela's tariffs on Chinese is 100% imports and additional reciprocal. Measures Trump. Administration hikes tariffs on Chinese goods on April 8, 2025. President Donald Trump signed an executive order raising tariffs on Chinese imports by 50%, bringing the total tariff rate to 100%. This move was a direct response to China's retaliatory tariffs of 34% on American products. The new tariffs took effect at 12:01 a.m. the following day. Sharp increase on low-value de minimis shipments. The Trump administration also raised tariffs on low-value shipments from China, commonly referred to as de minimis, from 30% to 90%. These shipments are often used by online retailers such as Temu and Shein and have faced criticism for exploiting loopholes in trade regulations. The new tariffs on these items will be rolled out in phases starting May 2nd. China condemns U.S. tariffs. Promises retaliation. China responded by condemning the U.S. tariffs and promising unspecified retaliatory measures. The Chinese government urged the United States to withdraw these unilateral actions and resolve the differences through equal-footed dialogue. Market reactions to escalating trade tensions. Trade tensions between the U.S. and China are already affecting financial markets. The S&P 500 index fell for the fourth consecutive day, closing below 5,000 points and nearing bear market territory. With a total value loss of $5.8 trillion, companies like Micron are adding surcharges, while consumers are stockpiling essential goods in anticipation of price increases. Broader tariffs on other countries. The Trump administration also announced additional reciprocal tariffs on several other countries: 46% on Vietnam, 32% on Taiwan, 25% on South Korea, 24% on Japan, 20% on the European Union. These measures are part of a broader effort to address perceived trade imbalances and protect domestic industries. Economists warn of global impact. Economists warn that these aggressive trade actions may raise consumer prices and escalate global trade tensions. While some nations are seeking negotiations, others, such as China, are vowing for retaliation. This suggests that trade disputes may persist in the near future. What the 100% tariffs mean for U.S. consumers and businesses. The newly imposed 100% U.S. tariffs on Chinese EVs and solar technology are likely to trigger ripple effects across the American economy. While the primary goal is to protect domestic industries, the immediate result could be higher prices for both electric vehicles and clean energy products. Impact on consumers: limited access to low-cost EVs from Chinese brands like BYD, or expect potential delay in EV adoption due to higher prices. Higher costs for home solar installations that rely on Chinese components. Impact on U.S. businesses: small and mid-sized solar companies may face supply chain challenges. U.S. automakers might benefit short-term from reduced competition. Long-term uncertainty in trade relations could hurt global partnerships. The decision reflects not only U.S.-China trade tensions in 2025, but also a broader shift toward economic nationalism and protectionist policies. U.S. tariffs on Chinese. The global ripple effect beyond the immediate economic implications for the U.S. and China. The newly imposed U.S. tariffs on Chinese EVs are poised to disrupt global supply chains in significant ways. Many Chinese electric vehicle manufacturers source components from multiple countries, meaning that trade restrictions can have far-reaching consequences beyond destinations. The policy may also accelerate the global trend of de-risking supply chains, a strategy where Western companies diversify production away from China in favor of countries like Vietnam, Mexico, and India. According to a 2024 report by the World Economic Forum, nearly 30% of multinational firms plan to reduce their dependency on Chinese manufacturing within the next 2 years. This suggests that the U.S. tariffs on Chinese EVs are not just a bilateral trade measure, but a catalyst for a broader restructuring of global economic relationships. Another company that is also impacting the entire market is BlackRock Assets. In fact, I wrote about it, and I believe it will make sense to you. See you there. See you later. Now that you understand what's behind the U.S. tariffs on Chinese, if you want to expand your knowledge on the subject, this book, America's New Map, might interest you. And by using these links, you help me to continue producing free content here. Asterisk, if you want to follow updates on this news, go to walletwise.blog. The link is in the description and in the first comment. Asterisk, thank you, and see you soon. Investor, info delivered, mission complete. This was Michael on Wallets Wise, where smart strategies lead to real results. Make your money count. See you next time. That's a wrap for Wallets Wise.